No, wetin go there. Wetin go there. Hello guys. Hello, hello, hello. Guys, and welcome to our live class for today. So guys, for those of you that were in our last evening live class, I actually you guys suggested that we should sew this particular style. So we actually did the pattern drafting. For those of you that have not seen it, hello, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome to my live stream. So in case you don't know me, my name is Gloria, and on my YouTube, I stylish Naija. So you guys, you're welcome. You're welcome. So like I was trying to say, in our previous live stream, the pattern drafting of this particular bustier, this corset over corset. So we did the pattern drafting. So people like suggested for us to do the sewing part. So most of you, you know that in the evening, it's not really easy for me to do sewing classes. So this is why, since they suggested that I do the sewing part, so I decided to do that now. Okay. So those of you that have not seen the video, you can go and watch the video. That's the pattern drafting part of this tutorial. Okay. So now what I'm trying to do now at this point, I'm just trying to cut my pad for my bustier. So that's just basically what I'm trying to do. I don't want the pad, I really don't want it to be too big. So that is why I am just looking for the right way to actually cut this. Okay, so I've cut out a portion of this. I'm going to use from this portion to cut out the straight part and then the curved one, so you can see what I am trying to do. So like I said, I just want little pad. Okay, so you can see, so I want just little pad. So I'm just going to cut this off like this, and then I'll take this, I'll place it like this. So can you see placing it? Let me even check. I might be using this one. So I don't want to enter that neck area. You can see I don't want it to enter that neckline area. So I'll just place it like this, just a little bit above. Can you see? And then I'll curve this out and then just cut out this. Okay. So this is going to be for this one. And then I'm going to cut that. This is for this. You see the way it is staying. Can you see? Just let it come down and let it stop at the under bust. Okay. So the next thing, I'm going to cut this one. So I'll just like this, and then I am going to cut. So I need it to be a little bit above. You can see. So let me turn it this way. Can you see? You see? So I'll just place it that way. In case you're wondering, so this is actually a bra foam. So they sell it in all of these store accessory shops. So that is where they sell it. So I don't want it. So on this top part, I'm going to trim it. So you can just come down like 2 inches. Okay. So you can just come down 2 inches for your pad, and then the pad, don't allow it to get, so you can just make it like like 5 inches. Okay, so this is like 4.5 inches from this point. Okay, so that's all that we are going to be needing for our pad. Just trying to check. So this pad, I'm actually going to pad it on my lining and not on fabric. So I want to put notch. so that I'm going to know that this side is the down part. So I just want to put tiny knots like this, okay? So it will help me to know. So the next thing I'm going to do, I want to cut on my wording. So I have a wording also. So this is a little bit thick wording. So I'll place this like this. I want to cut the same thing that I cut. So this one is, I want to double it so that the bustier, because I'm not going to cage it. So since I'm not doing bust caging, this is what I normally use if I'm not doing caging. So I just place them like this. I've cut this out. I've cut out the wording. And then the next thing I am going to do, I am going to cut this one out. So I'll fold it and then I would cut out. Okay. All right. So I'll just take this like this. So I'm just looking for the best way. I don't want to waste my pad. So that is why I am doing this. So I'll take it that way, and then I'm going to cut it this way. So we're going to start sewing very soon. Okay. So I'm just going to start. So I'll cut. So I'll just curve this. So for this, you can actually attach it. You can into your cloth, your lining or your fabric piece in two ways. So you can use hemming gum, but for this, I'm not going to be using hemming gum. I'm going to be making use of this gum. So I'll show you guys that right now. So like I said, I'm placing it on my lining. I don't want to place it on my fabric, okay? So this is my lining piece, and here is what I am going to do. So I want this. I'm just looking for their right ones. Okay, so this, I want it to stay like this. So I want it to stay like this. So since I want it to stay, I'm going to use my gum. So like I said, you can use your hemming gum. You can use your hemming gum. So that is easy also. So these ones also, I'm going to infuse them also. So it actually has a part that I used to gum. Claim, oh, as far as I'm concerned, is claim. Because that thing don't used to gum. If you did not put any gum in it, it's not going to gum. So I'll like this. So that one will help me to gum that one. And then this I will gum on my actual fabric. So can you see? Okay, sorry. I went up too much. So I just bring it down like this. So I'll leave it. I'll just set it aside, let it dry. And then we'll do this one now. So I'll gum this too. So if you have questions, you see how to pad your clothes. So if you have questions, you can ask. Oh, this is a live. For those of you that are just joining, you are welcome. Let me know where you're watching me from. Okay. So I'll first of all infuse these two together like this. So most times this edge, you have to do this everywhere. So I'll infuse them together like this, and then I will now gum it on the lining. So this is my lining piece. Note, thank you so much, Lucianda. You're welcome. Thank you so much. So our lining, that is where we're placing the gum, so that our bra foam can gum, it can stay. You understand? So this works really beautiful. You guys will see it in a different class. You will see the bust here. You see how it will come out. It will come out really fine. So just put it. So you see. So you see it has gum. This one has gum. So now I'm going to place this one here. Like, can you see? So just like I did with this one, can you see? See that it's stuck already. So I'll set them aside. I'm still going to trim it, but I'll just set it aside like this. Okay. So let it dry. So I'll set it aside. let it dry. We'll come back to this, so let me just set it aside. Okay, so the next thing now, this is the one for the center. This is the center one. That's the center part of our busting. So I'm going to gum it also. So I'm going to gum it also. So basically what I'm doing now, I'm trying to fuse, of all, fuse the both of them together. You understand? I'm trying to fuse the both of them together. Okay, so when I fuse the both of together like this, you can see. So this part of the hair, the gum, this part is the shiny part that sticks. So that's the part that is going to stick to my dress. Okay, thank you, Joanna Lucianda. God bless you. Thank you so much for commenting, for dropping a comment for me. I appreciate that. So I'll open this up so you can see. So like I said, in case you have not seen the pattern drafting, we did it. I think it was on last week. God was last week. It was where I was a little bit down, so I could not. I think the only day I came up was on Tuesday. I think we did the pattern drafting was on Monday. This pattern drafting, we did it on Monday, so you can check my YouTube channel, our live classes. So that's our evening live classes. So and then people like, okay, let's do the okay. So I saw it. I was like, okay, there's no problem. I'm going to show you guys how to sew this. So that is what I am showing you guys how to do. Now you can see the way I'm taking time to show you guys how to pad it. You understand? So these are the secrets. So the secrets. So for these are some of the secrets you guys are going to be getting from our live classes, because my live classes, I hope I'm able to bring more beginners in. But I'm going to be doing a lot of corset stuff. You understand? I'm going to be doing a lot of corsetry in our live classes. So you can see. Can you see? I've infused it. So that's how simple and easy this is. So I just want to clean that one off. Okay. So I'll clean this now and then we'll keep this on the side. Okay. So we'll come back to this. So we will come back. So these are the sides. Thank you so much, Flores. Thank you so much, bro. So you can see. So we're going to come back. So let's do our sewing. This is the main fabric piece. So we're going to stitch fabric piece right now. So I'm going to turn my machine this way so that we can do the stitching. Okay. Okay. Oops, 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 oops. Okay, so my thread, I need to reel my thread. Okay. For those of you that are just joining us, you're welcome. Say hello, say hi. So for those of you that don't know how to reel thread, thank you so much. Good morning. You're watching from Dominican Republic. Wow, that's nice. That's beautiful. You're welcome. You're welcome. So I'm going to unroll my thread. We're going to start sewing. So like I said, that dress, the bustier part of that dress, I'm going to be showing you guys today how to sew it. Okay. So let's go. Um, One of my it fell down. Huh? where did that one enter? My bobbin fell down. That's what I'm looking for. Like seriously, kind of rubbish is that? See where it went and hid itself under there. Come on, Joe. It fell down and went under here. Come hide there. Let me just leave it. I'll come back to it. Let's continue our sewing. So for those of you who don't know how to thread industrial machine, today is your lucky day. Let's go. So let's see. Let's watch. So the first thing I'm going to do, so you can see thread. So this is the thread, okay? So I'm just going to pass it. I'll pass. This is how I normally do mine. Oh. You know they have different ways. I'll put through there. That's through that top. And then when I pass it through that top, I usually don't roll. I don't even mind it. I'll just pass it like this and then place it here like this. Okay, let me take my glasses. At this point, I want to make use of my glasses. So I'll pass through here and then I'll roll it on this round part, and just take it, cut that, and then just pass it through, bring that out, and then just take that, and then we are done. Okay. All right. So the next thing now, we are going to start sewing. So our gum. So those of you that are just joining us, you're welcome. Thank you guys for comment. Please, at any point, in case you cannot hear me, let me know on the comment section. Another thing, you push, you please help me and like this video, okay? I can just see just one like. Thank you so much, Flora. Thank you. Please like the video. I would appreciate that, okay? You guys should please help me and like the video so that other people can see it, okay? So now we're going to start sewing straight up. I hope you guys can see my table properly. I want you to be able to capture everything. So for the back, we're not even stitching anything. So I made the back, my back pattern, I made it a dartless back. Okay. So for this, the only part I'm going to be adding for this dress is the corset back part. I'm not adding any form of boning to it, okay? So this I'm contemplating. I think let's do an inbuilt. So you can see the back pattern. I'm making it a normal, no, what do you call it? I did not add, it's dartless. Yeah, just like a dartless corset, okay? So you can see because of the kind of fabric I'm using, I don't want to cut my fabric and join. So now for the front, let's start. So before I start, what I'm going to do, I'm going to check my nipple to nipple points. Okay, I'll check my nipple to nipple to make sure that it is okay. So you can see what I have here is I have about 9. So that 9.5 is too big. So what I'm going to do, I am going to trim it. I want it to be my nipple to nipple. That's after sewing. And everything is. I want it to come to 8.5. So because of that, I'm just going to take this like this, and then I am going to trim this a little bit, okay? So normally what I normally do when I'm like sewing my lining first, but because of the gum that we added the lining, let it be getting dry. So that is why. Okay, so I have about 4.5 now, which is okay, not I think, to join. So you are going to take this side. I hope you can see. So you're going to take this side and then you take this one. So for this, I'm going to start stitching from the top. So there are some bustiers. I normally start stitching from the down to the pen. So for this, I'll take that tip, that sharp part of our bustier, and then I am going to join it. So I'm coming in by 1/4 of an inch. That's I came in 1/4 of an inch is what I am going to stitch. So I'll do a back stitch, and then I'm going to curve it and just, can you see? It is very bustier pattern is a simple bustier pattern, okay? It is a simple bustier pattern. So you you can try it out. Just follow it, look for, just check on my live streams, you will see it there. Okay, so the next thing, so like I said, you guys should please like the video. Mosima Molopo, oh thank you so much, I appreciate, God bless you. Okay, so you can see, so we're going to stitch the second one on the side. I told you guys this tutorial is a simple one, so that is why I decided to share the sewing. It's something that you can do. You can do this. So the next thing, you need to hold it at that tip. Can you see, you know that sharp tip, you know when we're doing the pattern drafting, that sharp tip, so you come in by like quarter of an inch. Okay, place your machine and then you back stitch. Okay, and then back stitch. It is a simple process. You don't need to drag it, you don't need to rush it, just go gently. Can you see, can you see, just go gently, and then when you get to the under bust, you're just going to stop and then you start stitching it down. Okay, so this particular tutorial, this particular fabric is not a fabric that you iron so much. Okay, it is not a fabric that you iron so much because of the patterns that are on it. You can see them. Thank you, thank you so much, Louisa, you're welcome too. So you can see what we have. So at this point, you want to check for pointy edges on your bustier. Do you understand? You want to check if your bustier is pointy. At this point, you want to check. So I notice mine, this part, you can see, I noticed that this part is a little bit pointy. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to correct it. Okay, so this part is pointy, so I'm going to correct that. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take and just mark that point like this. Can you see? Just mark it. It came out, it was point. So I'll mark that and then I would correct that. Okay, correct that. So I'm going to check it. I'll open it and then check. Can you see? Can you guys see? You see, it is looking beautiful. You see? So I'm going to, so this one also. So you check. Can you see? It's a little bit pointy. So that point, when you open it like this, for you to check the pointy part, you see it. It's going to be obvious. Can you see? So what you are going to do, you're just going, can you check what I'm doing? You're just going to take your chalk and then just blend that part a little bit. Just, you know the way we would normally do blending. Can you see? Just blend it a little bit and then you will sew. You will sew. Okay, and my thread came out. Let me just place that back. So this, like I said, it is, I just pray that I'm able to do this tutorial very far today. So I'll place that, and then, so at this point, what we are trying to do, for those of you that are just joining us, you're welcome. So let me know, guys, where you're watching me from. I would appreciate hit on the like button of this video so that other people can see it. Okay, and watch. Like the video, please. So I'm going to check it. I'm still seeing some funny. Can you see? So this part is looking like this part is still. So I'm still going to work on that top part. So these are some of the things that as a dressmaker you have to be patient. You're not going to abandon it like this thing. No, you have to be patient. Okay, so once you notice that the thing did not do properly, you have to redo it. Can you guys see? You see how beautiful? So at this point, make sure So the next thing we're going to do now, we're going to stitch so you can see the down part. Can you see the shape already? Giving already, giving how it should give. Okay, so I'm so happy with the outcome. So now, for those of you that did not see and what we did, this is our lining. So it was the lining part that I used my my, what do you call it, my no, interfacing, that's my wording and my bra foam. Okay, so I did not want to add it on my fabric because most times when you fabric it looks so heavy. So what I did, I used this gum. This was what I used. Ski, you're welcome. So this is what I used, and then to gum it. So now after gumming, now we're going to sew this and then join them together. Like I told you guys, I said it is a simple, it is a simple project. But when you see it on the picture, it looks complicated, right? But not so real. So at this point, I'm just trimming out those excess. And then the next thing I'm going to do now, we are going to join. So for the, we're going to measure. I'm looking for my, okay. I'm going to measure this also. Remember we measured that one before we started. So this is about 9.5. Okay, so that is okay. No, 9.5 is not okay. Oh. It's not okay. So I'm going to place it like this. So that is how you trim it. You place them and then place it together like that and trim it. Okay. So the next to do now, we are going to join our lining piece. We are doing an inseam, Abby. Let's do an inseam finishing. So this is the lining piece. So for those of you that are just us, you're welcome. So we actually use this gum to infuse this. Okay, so I did not use an hemming gum. You can use hemming gum also. So now we're going to stitch our lining piece together. So I'll place that just the same way we did with our what do you call it, the actual, our actual fabric piece. So the same thing we are doing our lining piece. So like I said, if it was dried, most times, I hope you guys can still hear me, most times I always like to do my lining first before I do my actual fabric, in case of incasity, in case there's an issue. I know those of you that are not from Nigeria will be like, what's incasity? So that is what I always like to. So I'm going to stitch the other side and then we're going to see how it looks. So it is better. It's my own opinion, though. I know some designers, they do it, they fuse, they prefer to interface, what do you call it, on the lining instead of interfacing on the fabric. That's when it comes to padding, when they are doing padding, they prefer to pad the line. So before, normally I used to pad my fabric, but later there was a day I saw it, I saw somebody did it, and then I decided to try it. And ever since I tried it, I'm not really sure I want to go back to padding my fabric, because for padding the fabric there are some issues. That's padding the exact fabric. You can see the way I'm navigating my curve. You can see, like I said, this bustier pattern is a very simple and easy bustier pattern. Okay, so you can try it out. Just check my live stream, you will see the exact picture on the thumbnail. So with that, you're going to learn how the cutting. Okay, so now we're going to open this and we're chain cam hang. Have you ever tried making a corset dress? Is it asking, or you're asking your fellow watchers? So at this point, I'm going to notch the down part. So that under bust area, I'll just give it tiny notches, and then this bust point also. Is it me you're asking? Can hang if I have ever tried making a corset top? This is the corset queen on YouTube, in case you don't know. So Like, there's one of my friend that came. She came and visited, and she was like, "Ah, you and corset, you like corset?" I was like, the outfits. So I'll just open that, and then we're going to open this, and we are going to check. Can you guys see? Is it not giving what it should give? Let me just place it here. Can you see? You see, this is the pad. This is our pad. Can you see? Okay, there's something I noticed. This one that I used for the middle is not very long. It should have been long. It should have been longer. So let's measure. Let's measure so that when you are doing it. So I used about, this is about 4.5 inches. Make it, let it be like 5.5 inches, okay? So now the next thing we are going to do now, we are going to join this. Let's place it and see how it is going to look. Okay. So I'm just trying to check. So I still notice that that part is still looking long. It's still looking long. I don't want to lose this one. I don't want to lose it. Can you see? It looks beautiful. So the next thing we are going to do now, okay, I'm just trying to check. So like I said we're doing an inseam. So inseam to make it very fast for us, okay? Instead of sewing, turning, and so if we're going to do an inseam, the next thing we're going to do, so like I said, I'm not adding boning to this corset. The only part I'll add boning is the back part, okay? So the next thing I'm going to do now at this point, I just want us to look at it. Can you see what we have? So I'm going to what do you call it now? Let's take our measurements, our full body measurements. Let's take our full body measurements. So we'll take our full body measurement. We are going to couple it together. So we're doing an inseam, okay? So to take our full body measurement, I'm going to join this to this, okay? So I'll join this together, making sure. So this part, I'm going to trim that neckline. I'm just going to do this. I don't want it entering inside, okay? So that is why I am doing this. Okay, let me not go and cut my, what do you call it, hand. So the next thing I'm going to do now, let's take out our full body measurement. So to take out our full body measurement, we're going to leave the lining on the side. You guys should please like this video. Please hit on the like button of this video. Am I talking to the wrong audience? I hope not. So this is our back pattern. So like I said, the back, you can see it is a dartless, okay? So for the front, we are going to take this like this. So let's work on the front. Let's measure the front, okay? So this together like this. So it's the front that we want to work on. This on the front, we'll take out our full measurement, okay? So I'll take this like this, and then I'll take the back piece. I'll take my back piece. You can see what I am doing. I hope you guys can see, please. If there's any problem, if you cannot see me, please let me know. So I'll place them like this. So that's the front, back, and then this is the front. So like I said, for the back, I told you guys that I'm adding corset back to it. So it's not even necessary. Let's just leave that aside, because we're still going to trim out of it. So the next thing we're going to do now, at this point, we're going to mark our bust second. So since I'm adding a corset part to it, I hope, okay, since we're adding a corset part to it, so I'll come to this point like this. I want to measure my bust measurement. So the bust using is 36, okay? So depends. Because I'm going to add a corset back to it, I'm not going to use I'm going to reduce my measurement just a little bit. So 36, which is 9. So I'm going to mark my exact measurement. So from the extra, that's what I'll use to do my stitching, which is okay. I hope you understand it. If you don't understand, please let me know. Okay. So that's 9. And I'll come to my under bust here. So for the under bust, for those of you that don't know how to measure under bust, this is how you actually measure your under bust. You understand? So you measure your under bust. My under bust is 31. So for that one, I'm going to reduce it. You understand? I'm going to reduce my under bust measurement. So I'm going to use, I want to reduce it by 2 inches, which is 28. Okay, yeah, yeah. So I'll mark it that way. So basically what I'm doing now, I'm just trying to snatch it, okay? So the next thing, I'm going to come to my tummy area. So my tummy, I am going to use 34. It's 34. I wanted to say I've added weight too. So on that part, I'm going to come to this point like this. So that 34, I'll use 32. Understand? So I'll use 8 inches. I hope you guys are seeing me. If you are not getting me, ask. Oh, this is a live class. Can see the way I'm marking it. So I've marked it, and then I'll come to my hip area. So for the area, I want my hip area, I want it to cover a little bit. So I'm going to use my 40 inches of my hip, which is 10 inches. Okay. I want that hip area, I want to cover. So you can see. So for those of you that don't know how to shape a dress, you just saw it now. So I'll make it that way, and then I am trimming out. So I hope you guys got it. I am trimming this out right now. Call now, wickedness now. This is the one you see when you call. Mm, you call. Mm. Is that any flash? I don't know what the number they go to. Like, I'm not being at this person. She remember.